You arrive at the airport before sunrise. Coffee in one hand, boarding pass in the other. Everything feels normal. People drag suitcases across the polished floor. Children laugh. Flight announcements echo through the terminal. Then someone smiles and says 6 words. "I have a bomb in my bag." They laugh. Almost nobody else does. Within seconds, the atmosphere changes. Security officers stop moving passengers. Conversations end. Phones come out. Someone quietly points toward the speaker. The joke is over. The investigation has already begun. Why would one sentence trigger such an enormous response? Because airports are designed to assume the worst, not the funniest possibility, the most dangerous one. Every suspicious statement must be treated as real until proven otherwise. That rule exists because history changed aviation forever. Before 2001, airport security looked very different. Passengers often reached departure gates within minutes. Many people carried family members directly to the gate. Security screening was lighter. The biggest concern was usually delayed luggage. Then September 11th, 2001 happened. 19 hijackers boarded 4 commercial airplanes. Nearly 3,000 people were killed. The attacks permanently changed global aviation security. Nothing would ever return to the old system. Governments around the world rewrote airport security procedures. The United States created the Transportation Security Administration, better known as the TSA. Its mission was simple: prevent another catastrophe. That mission still shapes every airport today. Every bag is scanned, every passenger is screened, every unusual statement is investigated, even obvious jokes, because security officers cannot read minds. They only hear words, and words can become warnings. Imagine hearing someone casually mention explosives. Would you ignore it, or would you investigate? Airport security always chooses investigation, not because they believe every claim, because missing one real threat could cost hundreds of lives. This principle has a name: risk management. Experts often describe aviation security as a system that accepts inconvenience to reduce catastrophic risk. Professor Arnold Barnett of MIT has written extensively about aviation safety and risk analysis. His research shows that aviation security depends on reducing extremely rare but devastating events. That means treating uncertainty seriously, even when it seems ridiculous. A harmless joke sounds harmless only after everyone knows it was harmless. Before that moment, nobody knows. Imagine 2 identical situations. In one, the passenger is joking. In the other, the passenger is telling the truth. At first, both sound exactly the same. Security cannot guess which one is real, so both receive the same response. That response often surprises travelers. Some people expect a warning, others expect embarrassed laughter. Instead, flights can be delayed. Police may arrive. Passengers may be questioned for hours. Some miss their flights entirely. Others face criminal charges, depending on the circumstances and local laws, all because of one sentence. What feels funny in a living room feels completely different inside an airport. The location changes everything. But how serious can one joke really become? The answer depends on where, when, and how it is made. Airport police do not investigate humor. They investigate potential threats. The moment someone mentions a bomb, a weapon, or an attack, security protocols can begin immediately. Officers may separate the passenger from everyone else. Their bags may be searched again. Nearby areas may be cleared. Bomb detection teams may be called. Every minute matters. Not because they assume the threat is real, because they cannot afford to assume it is fake. Imagine ignoring one warning that turned out to be true. The consequences would be unimaginable. That is why airports follow a simple principle: treat first, verify second. This approach exists in many high-risk professions. Firefighters respond even when the smoke might be harmless. Doctors treat symptoms before every test result arrives. Pilots follow emergency checklists before confirming every possible cause. Airport security works the same way. Respond first, ask questions later. Have people actually been arrested for making these jokes? Yes, there have been numerous documented cases where passengers faced arrest, fines, flight cancellations, or criminal charges after claiming, even jokingly, that they had a bomb or explosive device. Many of those people later admitted they were only trying to be funny. Security officers still had to treat the situation as real, because once those words are spoken, there is no safe way to ignore them. The entire airport system depends on consistency. If one person receives special treatment because they seem harmless, another dangerous person could exploit that mistake. That is exactly what security systems are designed to prevent. The TSA reminds travelers that security screening is not the place for jokes about bombs, guns, or terrorism. Even comments made while smiling can trigger a full security response. Would you gamble your vacation on a joke lasting 3 seconds? Most people wouldn't, yet every year, someone does. Sometimes the cost is a missed flight. Sometimes it is hours of questioning. Sometimes it becomes a criminal investigation, and every passenger nearby pays the price through delays and extra security checks. One sentence can affect hundreds of strangers. That is the hidden reality of airport security. Next time you walk through an airport, look around for a moment. Thousands of strangers share the same space. Hundreds of flights leave every hour. Millions of lives depend on everyone following the same rules. Most passengers never notice the invisible system protecting them. That is exactly how it should work. The safest security system is usually the quietest one until someone forces it into action. A joke that lasts only a few seconds can delay an entire flight, can disrupt hundreds of travel plans, can bring police officers and security teams rushing to one location. And it all begins with a single sentence. Freedom of speech does not remove the responsibility for your words, especially in places built around public safety. An airport is not just another building. It is one of the most carefully protected environments in the world. Every announcement, every checkpoint, every procedure exists because someone once discovered what happens when security fails. Those lessons were learned at an unimaginable cost. So the next time you check in for a flight, keep your documents ready, follow the instructions, be patient with the screening process, and leave the jokes about bombs, weapons, and terrorism completely out of the conversation, because the people protecting the airport have only one job: to make sure everyone arrives home safely. Sometimes the most important words you never say are the ones that keep an entire airport moving. After all, the world's safest journeys are built on rules that everyone hopes never need to be tested.